Hi guys, this week we're going to continue focusing on length measurement. So to start, I want you to look at these pictures. So we can see in the first one, there's a pink flower and a purple flower. I want you to think about which one's the tallest and which one's the shortest. You don't need to write anything down, just think about it. Then I want you to look at the second picture. We can see a red bar, a blue bar, and a green bar. Again, think about which one's the longest, and then what one's the shortest. And lastly, I want you to look at the two sailboats, the white one and the red one. Which one's the tallest and what's the shortest? So you should have a color in mind for each one of these pictures. So just like the directions said, circle the tallest or longest object in each group. I circled the purple flower because that's the tallest, the blue bar because that's the longest, and then the red sailboat because that's also the tallest. And then I put an X on the shortest. So I put an X on the pink flower, the red bar, and the white sailboat. We're now going to find the length of the books using toothpicks. So there's a brown book in the top corner, and we can see that there's a little orange toothpick next to it. About how many toothpicks do you think it would take to show the length of the book? So how many do you think we could lay side by side until we're all the way to the top of the book? Then I want you to do the same thing for the green book. Just think about how many toothpicks, how many orange lines do you think it would take to show the length of the green book? Then I want you to think about which book's longer. Is the brown book longer or the green book? Which one took more toothpicks? So when I line my toothpicks up to the edge of the book, I can see that the brown book is about 4 toothpicks long and the green book is about 2 toothpicks long. So now I want to compare them. I want to think about which one is longer. And I know that 4 is a bigger number. 4 is greater than 2. So the book with 4, that's 4 toothpicks long, the brown book, has to be longer. So the brown book is longer. Now let's look at this blue string. It wants us to find the length of the string using the toothpick again. This one's going to be a lot higher number. So I want you to think in your heads, how many toothpicks do you think would fit this whole string? So when I laid the toothpicks out, we can see that there's about 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a little shorter than 10 of my toothpicks, but it's about 10. That's the closest number. Lastly, we have our exit ticket. So it says find the length with toothpicks. So we can see that we have a piece of celery. And below the celery is one of the orange toothpicks. I want you to think about how many toothpicks you think we would have to lay across the bottom to show the length of our celery. And we've been thinking in our heads, but this time I want you guys to write it down. So right at the top, exit ticket, and then on the bottom, write about blank toothpicks long, and you're going to fill in that blank with the number of toothpicks you think would need to lay on the bottom to be the same size as the celery. Then you're going to take a picture of your work and send it to your teacher on Class Dojo. We can't wait to see what you come up with.